hands, how many of you have been affected by the pandemic regarding your job or your business? I know I have. So many of us are finding ourselves having to start over or shifting and pivoting in our careers and our businesses. I've been a recruiter since 2013, and in today's speech, I want to give you some tips and ideas to help you, whether you are preparing for your next job interview or you are a business owner and you're meeting with a potential new client. I'm going to be going over 3 areas. The first one is the pre-interview stage. Second one, the all-important interview questions. And lastly, the day of the interview. So let's start off with the pre-interview. This is all about research, research, and more research. Remember this, research equals confidence. The more you know about the company as well as the interviewer, the more confident you're going to feel and look during your meeting. Also, the interviewer is going to know if you've done your research. Doing your research gives you a huge advantage over your competition because most of the time people don't put in the effort and they don't do their research and they just don't really take the time to care. But if you do, you'll go a long way. Next, carefully review the job description, particularly the qualifications. As you're going through the qualifications and obviously making sure you're qualified, it's important to jot down examples of a time when you successfully performed that specific job duty or qualification. This way you have it readily available so when the interviewer brings up the topic of qualifications, you will be ready. Next, I like to go to the company website and look at the About Us section. This is where you typically will find the company's core values. You want to make sure that the company's core values and your own core values are aligned. You'll find yourself being much more successful and enjoying working with a company if your core values are aligned. Next, you want to go to every single social media channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. This gives you a good idea of the culture of the company. This will show you if you think you will fit in, if you will enjoy working in that type of environment. You want to make sure that you are reading every news article, current event that's going on within the company. And the most important thing is check out the reviews. What are past and present employees as well as past and present clients saying about the company? Some of my favorite resources to use for reviews are Glassdoor, Indeed, Job Advisor, and Rate My Employer. Lastly, as you collect all of your research, make sure you're writing down questions that you can ask during the interview. Let's move on now to interview questions. I could literally spend all day on this topic, but I'm going to go over 2 important things. The first question as a recruiter, I always ask, tell me a little bit about yourself. Now I'm going to tell you how not to answer this question. Don't tell me your life story. And don't tell me that you're interested because of the benefits of the pay or that you happen to live close by. Wrong answer. The company, the interviewer wants to know, how is your past experience going to help them achieve their goals and ultimately their bottom line? So when you answer the tell me about yourself question, keep it short, summarize your past experience and how you're going to help them. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. How are you going to provide value? Next, the favorite behavioral question. Tell me about a time when you had an irate customer. How did you handle the situation? I like to use what is called the STAR method. It is an acronym and it stands for S is the situation. So you want to set the scene for your interviewer. And T stands for task. So describe your responsibility. What was it in that particular situation? And then A, action. Explain exactly what steps you took to address it. And then R stands for result. Share what outcomes your actions achieved. So if you use the STAR method, this will help you answer those behavioral questions, giving a focused, clear, and digestible answer for the interviewer. And lastly, on interview questions, make sure you practice answering them in front of a mirror, on camera, or in front of a friend. You want to make sure, do you look and sound confident? How is your body language? How are your gestures? Are you using vocal variety? And what about those filler words? Okay, last but not least, the day of the interview. You've done your research. You have practiced your interview questions. Now, most companies are opting for video interviews rather than in-person interviews. So I'm going to give you some ideas to help you rock the camera. Number one, triple check your Wi-Fi signal. Make sure you have the contact information of your interviewer just in case technology doesn't work out and you need to call them. Now, lighting. This is one of my favorite topics. Just know this. Window light, natural light, and ring lights are your best friends. Now, I happen to be using a ring light about 10 times this size today, but if you don't have a ring light, just make sure you set your camera in front of the window so the natural light is shining on your face and you're clear. Don't ever put the window behind you because that creates a shadow and a glare. Next, keep your camera at eye level. How many of you have been in virtual meetings where you're looking to the side or you're looking down and all they can see is up your nose? Not the most glamorous. And also, so many of us look at ourselves when we're talking in our video. So make sure you look right in that little black hole so that you're making eye contact. Just summarize everything. To have a successful interview or meeting, make sure you have preparation, research, and practice. You do this, my friend, you will stand out from the rest. Thank you.